everyone, I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Last time, 2 bodies have been discovered. Both Ibuki and Hyoko have been found dead in the music venue. It looks like Ibuki was hanged, and Hyoko was had her throat slit. In this episode, we have started the investigation. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know where to begin on this. We have a lot of stuff to, well, more so a lot of people to talk to, but I don't really know where to begin. I don't know what's, like, who could have done this? Genuinely. Because the thing that has been confirmed is the group was separated. And the thing that's confusing is the groups and how they were separated. One person from each group was killed. And what I mean by that is there was the group in the hospital, which was Ibuki, Akane, Nagito, Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and Hajime. And then there was the group at the motel, which was Hyoko, Kazuichi, Gundam, Chiaki, Sonya, and I don't know why I'm forgetting other people. But that, you get what I mean. So the fact that Ibuki, someone from the hospital group, was killed, and then also Hyoko, someone from the motel group, was killed. So that's what's confusing. It's not a cut and dry like, well, you know, this person from this group was killed, so it's got to be someone within that group. No, it's a very confusing thing. So I really hope we get some clues. I don't want this to be the same as last trial where I'm going in not knowing anything. It's a rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. So that's the other thing to consider. Is Ibuki's murder going to be considered suicide, but Hyoko's isn't? Because, yeah, Ibuki hung herself. We saw that on the video. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have had any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? Oh no, are we gonna find out like Mikan's into some BDSM bondage stuff? I've always wanted to try that, but I've been too scared to. What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. And I might as well search another place. As usual, I have no idea what he's up to. That seems like such a nothing conversation. What was the point of that? Obviously there's a point, but I guess for now we won't know. Also, the hemp bag. Oh, that's the one from the movie theater. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? That hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's Monomi decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Yeah, it's the one from the movie theater. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? Oh, what? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. They're bloody. It's blood. There shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. I wonder.
Damn right.
Because here's the difference between Ibuki and the rest of the people infected with the despair disease. I just thought of this. What if the killer killed Hyoko and then hypnotized Ibuki to hang herself, making it look like it was a murder-suicide? Maybe I just have hypnosis on the mind because I watched Get Out the other day and that movie was really good. Maybe that's what it is, but I'm starting to think that. Because Ibuki was the only one with the little swirls in her eyes. So maybe she was just hypnotized and not actually infected with the despair disease. I'd believe it. Or maybe she did get the gullible side of the despair disease, but because she was so gullible, she was easy to manipulate and hypnotize. I don't know. It's just a thought. I guess we have no evidence on that yet. Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first. I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
Well...
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. Yeah, because we saw the video of it! In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Kyoko's death afterward. That's what I mean. That's why I think it was the killer must have done something to convince Ibuki to kill herself to make it look like it was a murder-suicide, when it's actually not. That's why I'm thinking hypnosis. 2 different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Also, notice how there's blood on the stepladder? That blood could have came from Ibuki, so she easily could have kicked the stepladder away. It must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw.
Ah, isn't that a bloodstain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hiyoko's blood!
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of.
The bloodstain that probably belongs to Hiyoko was on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Okay, so knowing that information, maybe there's a chance that Hiyoko's throat was slit. She stumbled and accidentally knocked the stepladder over. That could have been it too. Although, I'm still kind of under the belief that Ibuki kicked it. And she, like, stepped in blood. That's why there was blood on her slippers. That's more of my suspicion. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from the candle. Yeah, it must have been behind the camera. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. I'm curious why that is. Maybe the candle has something to do with hypnosis? I'm not entirely sure. Again, I don't know why I'm really hyperfixating on the hypnosis part. Hyoko's body is suspended against a pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Oh, her sash is tied wrong! Did the killer do this too? When did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her in such a short amount of time? Maybe the killer didn't kill Hiyoko in that time. Maybe she was already dead and, like, stuck in the storage closet. And they just tied her up in that 10 minutes. Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who has an alibi, who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Ooh, but who didn't have an alibi? I mean, Nekomaru, but like, he's banged up from getting blown up by a bazooka. Who, I don't know. Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. Listen! Don't ask a lady what that unnatural shape that's bulging from her kimono is! So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Oh yeah, you know, some of us ladies are hiding something. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside Kyoko's kimono.
Huh?
Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Really not beating the necrophile allegations, Nagito. And considering the fact that you focused on her feet in the last trial, I kid. Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Hey, Akane!
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
thanks.
Thank you, Akane! Helping each other is such a wonderful thing. Oh my god, Nagito.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it, she's tied it up so tight, I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yo.
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
Looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh? Ah, so we can explore it. If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put more forward at the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Ah, okay, so that's gonna be some really good evidence, hopefully. Oh, also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything. But you look like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a sec. Out of all of those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
See?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? Huh! I never noticed that! I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? Oh! If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Ah, so the killer wanted to slit her throat, but not make a mess of blood so they wouldn't have to clean it up. Okay, I never noticed that. 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Wait. Oh, wait, no, that's just the red. But I was about to be like, wait, there's red right there. That's blood. No, it's not blood. That also makes sense why Ibuki hanged herself, because it's a less bloody mess. Chiaki, what do you think? With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Something dropped on the floor there?
Nothing dropped.
It's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor. Ah! There's blood splatter.
If you look closely.
You're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Yep. Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here. But still. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it?
Hide it?
So... If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off.
The reason the killer wiped off the blood stain. As long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a blood stain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? Yeah, I got nothing on that, because it clearly just looks like maybe Hyoko was killed there. Her throat was slit. They slid. Maybe that does confirm that Hyoko was hid in the storage room and then was moved out here. I don't know. That's really good evidence. Oh yeah, the thermostat. Looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Just mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater! It's 86 degrees Fahrenheit! Now I know why it's so damn hot. Better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. Yeah, why is it so hot? Because, like, music venues tend to naturally be warm because there's a lot of tech and that stuff runs hot, but I'm curious to know what the reasoning for that was. It's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. I can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain was originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly.
It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the black curtain is taped for temporary use. It's just like the curtain at the supermarket.
So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So they went that far. This was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime.
Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Yeah, that's, like, why do you need a backdrop? Because, like, what can you hide back there? There's nothing. There's just a wall. Maybe to hide the blood? No, well, I don't know. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use the control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanging body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them? Maybe the killer was hiding behind the curtain! And if it would have had really good lighting, you would have seen their feet! Maybe that's what it is! I see. So you noticed too, fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you noticed that aberrant item? Looking at the baton lighting. Oh, I didn't notice that! You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There is no need. Use the hamsters! They can climb! Yeah! Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devas of destruction! A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Hamster! Yeah! Look at him! Choo-choo! Instead of running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder! Wow, that is amazing! I have never seen a hamster do tricks! They're my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper? It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed into it. It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Yeah, but I have no idea what the significance of that would be. Maybe we'll find more evidence in the storage room. But, oh, so the camera was broken. I've been looking at that.
I see. This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why was it destroyed like this?
Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here.
What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
But the camera was turned on for Ibuki's murder. And correct me if I'm wrong, Sonia, but there are a lot of killers that actually film their crimes because it's something to reminisce. That's like a thing. Sure, there are also a lot of killers who wouldn't want to be filmed because they don't want to get caught, so like this instance absolutely makes sense. But knowing that Ibuki's death was recorded in some way, I don't know if that fully applies here.
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. Oh, wait, maybe I'm thinking about it all wrong. Maybe they didn't want to be filmed. The camera actually accidentally turned on, and then they destroyed it. That's why the communication got cut. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera. That's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Yeah, why did they... Maybe they stopped, or they destroyed it as soon as they saw Hajime watching? I don't know. But then that would imply that someone would have to know about the surveillance unit.
If only I noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved.
Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing?
After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the all-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so, I went to the patient room and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital.
So that's what happened.
And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh? That reminds me. Where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby.
That is a long story.
I'm sorry. It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning.
You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So, I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least.
What happened to not doubting me? I'm surprised Hajime just flat out didn't tell her when he noticed, because that would have been easy.
something like this.
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cool.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Oh, such a tragedy.
I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed, and that's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I
We
thought.
must do this for them, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen.
Did you direct your gaze to the brave statue of my 4 dark devas of destruction? Yeah, I did, Gundam. They did a very good job. I love your hamsters. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Oh, poor girl. I feel like she's gonna be very MIA this trial. Hajime, this might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say? Do I even have a choice?
Hey,
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing. I almost wonder if that's going to be an excuse for Nagito to try to get everyone to side on Hajime being the killer. We've seen it before. It happened with Makoto. Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? Ah, yeah, we had to barge it open. Man, crazy that just a little drumstick was what kept the door locked. I assumed it was going to be like a chair or something. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh? The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door there, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? Yeah! You mean this drumstick was used to lock the door? Broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer would have been able to escape outside.
Like...
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. You know, they don't use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff. Oh, don't they use that trick a lot? Yeah. If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. I firmly believe that the killer was hiding behind the curtain.
I've listened to the whole
I
story.
heard what you two were discussing.
Chucky, that was a kind of cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting.
What is it?
see?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see?
They glued the door! You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but...
As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger.
Num.
She ate it! Why are you putting it in your mouth? Spit it out, Chiaki! Chiaki, give it! Spit it!
It smells like workshop chemicals.
Oh my god, Chiaki. Please tell me you were not that girl in class that ate glue! Workshop?
And this chilliness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps in the door.
What are you talking about? Oh, why does this kind of remind me of like that like sealant you put in bike tires? Like when you get a hole and you seal it and you have to like ride your bike for 30 minutes so it hardens on the outer edges. I did do that a lot as a kid. I constantly rode my bike in like rush and constantly got flat tires.
Just as I thought, it tastes nasty.
Chucky spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Yeah, that also explains how the door was locked without just the drumstick, because it kind of doesn't make sense for just the drumstick to completely lock that door. The handles don't seem like it would hold very well. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like it's inside is a storage room. Yeah, we explored that before. Oh, the black paper is torn. So they must replace this black paper with the curtain. I want to look at that first. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's Probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded on the lower shelf looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper looks a little torn, but what does this mean? I think this was the original one, and it was torn off in favor of the curtain, so the killer could hide behind it. I think that's what it is. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Kyoko, that probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that are used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Oh, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
What?
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
Don't me.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Because it can't be helped. I guess I have to just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey.
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. Ah, there's going to be some clues there. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Maybe we're going to watch that movie. You can see your whole body in this. Okay. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. Alright. Alright. With this, we might be close to finished investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. You make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Alright, let's definitely do that before we explore any other areas. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything out by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Oh, I never thought about that. Cause, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Cause typically you chill bodies to preserve what happened to them. The heat, oh my god, the heat would accelerate the decomposition. Oh my god, I never thought of that.
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
I see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But who would know that other than Mikan? I think I just got my first suspicion, and I'm gonna be honest, it is not the character I would have thought. But that's weird.
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murder occurred. First was Ibuki, then Kyoko.
And as long as this imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistake in the order of the murders.
Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it.
How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
Good instinct.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people.
The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This too.
It's
must
certainly
be the real
conceivable
Wakasa.
if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed?
Are you guys worried there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries! Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Yeah, the class rule. Ahem, on this killing stool trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened will be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains.
If it is a maximum of 2 people, then will there not be any more killings?
Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there's 2 killers? Huh?
So,
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean the 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right!
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay! I'll make extra sure something like that never happens!
Hey,
Meaning, 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Alright, fine, that's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Like with Fuyuhiko and Peko. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
I see. So there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste
it
your
means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that. It sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? I understand what they mean. However, I also understand why Hajime doesn't understand. Because he didn't watch the movie. And so therefore, us, the audience, didn't watch the movie. But everyone else did, so everyone else understands what the imitation murder is. I think that's what Nagito is probably going to show us at the movie theater.
Could it be you haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
so...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
good
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it.
As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Can't be helped because I just rely on my gut feelings. Okay, so just going off of what we know now, I have a little bit of a suspicion on one person in particular. I'm not gonna say it just yet because it's just a suspicion, but considering the fact that the killer used the camera for a brief period of time and then destroyed it, definitely is like... That is very much a thing in serial killers, where they film their killings. The fact that it's an imitation murder, I think a killer aficionado is at play here. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that.
Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. Might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. Still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. Definitely give it my all until the end. So yeah, it looks like we've pretty much got everywhere on the third island to explore for this. Because we got the motel, we got the hospital, and I guess not the Electronics Avenue. That's the only spot. Well then, I guess the final thing we'll do for this episode, obviously check in on our pet. Did you poop? Pet pooped! Don't give it a present and gotta clean up the poop! There we go, poop clean. Alright, that is gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. And next time on Danganronpa 2, we're gonna explore the hospital and see what more evidence we can get before the class trial begins. I've got a couple suspicions, but again, nothing that feels concrete just yet. So I don't want to say anything until then. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye!